So after last night, seeing Tua Tagovailoa in his injury, sustained a concussion against the Bills on a situation that had Damar Hamlin involved, I think that what comes to mind right now is because Tua, he's one of my favorite football players, and I've been watching him a while before he started at Alabama, came in and won the game against Georgia in the national championship. That's when the moment everybody started realizing who he was. But I knew who he was before he went to Alabama. But my point of this whole situation is Ryan Clark last year was kind of saying the same thing I was saying as far as Tua getting in shape. Like people didn't realize it, but Tua was overweight, and then the media kind of played into the whole. This is how you know the media knew that Tua was overweight because he went into the whole situation where they was like, "Oh, well, you see how Tua lost weight? Look how in shape he is now." Yeah, Tua naturally has big legs. Uh, his legs are big, but as far as his upper body, where he needs to kind of push guys away and you need to build. You don't build up muscle just so you could throw 300-pound guys off of you. You build up muscle in your upper body so you can kind of withstand those injuries or um, kind of withstand the impact you get from hits and collisions. Concussions, that's a certain thing. They're trying to do everything they can as far as the helmets. But the way Tua's style is as far as um, playing football, if you look at how he was getting injured at Alabama, he was doing some ad libbing and he was trying. He don't get rid of the ball as fast as he needs to, and that plays into a lot of his injuries. And Nick Saban made a big deal about that. He was saying that in the national championship game and other games, SEC championship and other games that Jalen Hurts was in when he came in for Tua. He was saying that Tua was he needs to get rid of the ball, and he's putting himself in positions where he's trying to get the extra yardage or the big play, and he's getting hurt. Man, you got to understand these guys are professionals. They're the best. Some of these guys are the best ever at what they do. So you're out there on the football field, and you're sustaining injuries that you shouldn't be sustaining. You got to think about it. Doug Flutie's a small guy. Doug Flutie is a guy who's like 5'9", 5'10", or whatever. I think Drew Brees is like 6 foot. He's 6 foot. He might be 5'11". And look how small those guys are. Those aren't big, strong guys. Even Michael Vick, who's a big guy compared to a normal person, especially when he was playing, he was considered small. So that just kind of goes into and look at how much weight. And then let me give you another example. Look at what Lamar Jackson did before his first couple of years and then to now. Look at how big he came in last year after his contract. Before his last contract, look how big he was coming in. Every year he was coming in bigger, 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 putting on more weight, more muscle, upper body. He's not worrying about the legs. Now, never mind that he runs as much as a running back and takes the hits just as well. But look at his legs and look at his upper body. Look at Patrick Mahomes' upper body. Patrick Mahomes is not a big guy, but he's putting on enough and he's getting rid of that ball too. That's one thing Tua got to realize. He's not getting rid of that ball, and he's sustaining too many injuries. Ryan Clark caught a lot of flack last year, and I put out a video on this channel. You can go ahead and look because I haven't put that many videos out on this channel. But you can go back and look at the video I put out last year. I said the same thing. Tua's not going to have a long career. He can get up here and get mad at Brian Flores, and everybody's like, yeah, Brian Flores, he's the reason. Nope, that don't got nothing to do with Tua getting hurt. Brian Flores sees the same thing I see that Ryan Clark sees. You cannot ad-lib your whole career trying to make a big play every time and trying to make a scramble play. It's not going to work, man. You got to get rid of that ball, man. He's just not, his body type is not made for that type of game. Like he thinks he's Jared Lorenz or something like that. Like this is not. No, he's not that big, man. He can't play that type of style. He's not a Jamarcus Russell size guy. He's not a Cam Newton size guy. He's not 6'5", 250. He's not that. So he has to find a way that he can play efficiently in the pocket and get rid of that ball. If he don't, he's gonna have a short career. Matter of fact, he's gonna have even worse career outside of football if he don't start taking care of his body and putting himself in certain situations. And I'm hearing a lot of people's like, well, I'm surprised by the concussion. Everybody's surprised by the injury. I'm not surprised. I told people a couple of weeks ago. I said, hey, he's saying all this stuff about Brian Flores, but when the season starts, all that stuff ain't gonna matter. Only thing I'm gonna be checking for is performance, performance, performance. Every year he's pointing the finger at somebody. Last year was Ryan Clark, and this year it was Brian Flores. Man, focus on your game and your strategy. If Nick Saban sat up here and said something, you need to improve on your playing style and play a little safer. Man, look at how Tua got crushed on his last play at Alabama when he hurt his hip and everything, and he was looking all crazy. I was saying to myself then, I'm like, bro, you're putting yourself in a position where you're sustaining the injuries. It's not like the guys are out there forcing the injuries on you. The way you're contorting your body and the way you're moving around, the way you won't get rid of the ball, and then people are talking about the sacks he be getting. He's getting sacked because he won't get rid of that ball. If you look at his career, he's getting sacked because he won't get rid of the ball. I've seen guys with way worse offensive lines than he's had. He got to get rid of that ball, period. And if he doesn't change his playing style, the next time he's getting these injuries too fast back to back. And you got to realize he's one of the only ones who's getting these injuries like this. We've had Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. Like I said, we had Drew Brees, a lot of guys recently. Matt Ryan, he's not a big guy. He's pretty big, but he's not a muscular, huge guy. He just knows when to get rid of that ball. Tua has to get around more quarterbacks who actually play this game at a high level and humble himself and say, hey, man, what do I need to do different? What do I need to do? How many seconds do I need to get rid of this ball? What helped you as far as staying from sustaining injuries, keeping yourself healthy all these years? You need to get in the room with Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. I think he went to the Manning camp when he was back in high school. Even in college, I think he probably went. But dude has to improve on his performance overall. I don't care about Flores. I don't care about the Dolphins. You need to worry about you. If you don't focus on your performance, that team isn't going anywhere right now. Not right now. You're not the best skill. Durability is the best thing right now. Availability is a talent. It's a skill. That's why in the NFL they say not for long. This dude has to be available. If he keeps playing the way he does right now, he's not going to sustain that over a period of time. It's not going to last long. He's really not. And I heard a lot of people over the years, a lot of excuses. Well, he got paid. Man, Lamar Jackson, if he was in this situation where he kept getting hurt like this, he wouldn't have no excuses thrown his way from fans. Fans already give Lamar Jackson a hard time off of him not winning the Super Bowl. Just imagine if he was hurt and getting concussions and sustaining these major injuries that's making the whole sports world stop every Thursday. It seems like every Thursday, Tua getting hurt in a big game. Every Thursday. It's like on a national TV game. It's like he always getting hurt this way. And I'm just looking at it now and I'm like, bro, you got to change your playing style. I've said that before, but he may be too late in the game, man. It might be. I heard earlier that Ryan Clark said that he feels like Tua should retire. And he already said something about Tua last year, but people was kind of like, oh, man, he hating. Oh, he's doing this. Bro, he's not hating. The dude's getting hurt. He's getting hurt very badly, too. This is not average injuries. The injuries he's sustaining is major. He's putting himself in a bad situation where he's not going to be able to bounce back, or he's not going to be able to be the same. Concussions are way different from any other injury. That leads to CTE and everything else. I know a lot of people say other football players have CTE. Well, they haven't been sustaining the injuries like Tua has. I mean, he's getting pulled from games on a regular. And this has happened since he was a rookie. So people really got to evaluate the situation and say, If this was Lamar Jackson, what would we be saying right now? What would we say? We would say, oh, he's not durable. He doesn't deserve the money. He's not going to lead these people to this and that. And this dude is playing harder than Tua is playing, especially in the trenches and running the ball. So if Tua had to do the same thing Lamar Jackson does, he wouldn't be able to finish a full season. And bro has to be able to be better as far as the performance. He has the talent to do what he needs to, but I don't know what it is. But he has to be able to change his playing style immediately, or he's gonna have a short career. I don't care what the fans say, and a lot of fans who's trying to give excuses for what he's done over the years and why injuries have happened. That's cool and everything, but that's not gonna keep him on the field. But that's all I got.